Roker, Richard Belzer. The sopranos Tony Tarek and Vincent Pastor. From Lakeside with Conan O'Brien, Matt Weinberg. From Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Caroline Rhea, Gilbert, Gottfried. And starring Whoopi Goldberg, with Tom Bergeron, your host, as New York welcomes Hollywood Squares. And here's Tom Bergeron.
Hello there, welcome to our little show. This is the first time we've taken the show on the road, and there's nothing quite like the response you get from New York City. Let's say hello to our gang of 10. Hello, stars. How are you? Good to see you. Our returning champion, we last left him in Los Angeles. Tarek has $69,361 in cash and stuff. Welcome back, Tarek. Day 3 for you, right?
Day 3, that's right.
All right, good enough. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm from Elkhart, Indiana, by way of Cairo, Egypt. I work as a production assistant, and I like to say hi to my friends in San Diego, Tampa, and, of course, Elkhart.
All right, good enough. Good to see you again. Janine Carey, Ms. Circle, welcome. Good to have you here for our first day in New York. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I live in Gifford, New York. I am an editor. I'm an editor for a hospitality industry website, and in my free time, I volunteer with Last Hope Animal Rescue.
All right, good to have you both here. Okay, East Coast, West Coast, it's still tic-tac-toe. Here's what you got to do. Get 3 of our squares in a row, either across, up and down, or diagonally. Have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct, or just bull funky. That's how you get the squares. First game is worth $1,000. Janine, you're the challenger. You start.
I'd like to start with Whoopi, please.
All right, what's there? You've got all kinds of great holiday gift-giving suggestions.
Oh, it's the best. I mean, I have Al's book, which I also have quote on the back of, which is wonderful. And this is one of my favorite books because Richard wrote it. And if you haven't read it, you should because it's smart. And from my boys at the New York Fire Department. This. Because New York has the finest firemen in the world. Woo! Makes you just want to start a fire. Ooh, I love when they come up the room with the ladder. Go ahead.
Okay. At the tender age of 2, Whoopi, the people of Tibet began to call Tenzin Gyatso by what famous name?
Buckwheat. I think probably the Dalai Lama.
I'll agree.
That's okay. Yes, Circle gets the square. That's right. Tarek.
Kathie Lee Gifford, please.
Kathie Lee Gifford, her new CD, Heart of a Woman, on Universal Records. Welcome back, Kathie Lee.
Thank you, Tom, and congratulations on that Emmy Award.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. How was Regis about all that privately?
Oh, ugly. It got ugly.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
was fine. He was happy for
Good,
you.
thanks.
Yeah,
Author Damon Runyon, who became famous for chronicling the flamboyant denizens of Broadway, later had his work become a Broadway musical called...
You know what? I think that was Guys and Dolls.
I agree.
Yes, it was. Guys and Dolls. That gets the square. All right, Janine.
Caroline Rhea, please.
Caroline Rhea, America's sweetheart.
But more importantly, I'm a New Yorker, okay? I am. Very happy to be here. Tom,
Now, Caroline...
do you know why I love New York?
Why's that?
Because if you look at anyone long enough, they'll eventually spit.
Well, I'm glad you said that because eye contact factors into this question.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're approached by an angry-looking dog, the experts at Time Magazine advise stand still, don't scream, avoid eye contact, and whatever you do, don't what?
Meow. I would imagine is don't run.
I agree.
Don't smile. They interpret smiles as teeth-bearing, a signal that you're about to attack. X gets the square. All right, Tarek, break for you.
Max Weinberg, please.
Max Weinberg, band leader from Late Night with Conan O'Brien. This Christmas favorite has been recorded dozens of times, including as a duet by Bing Crosby and David Bowie. What is it?
Well, that's a great question for a guy named Weinberg. Actually, I know this. We used to sing this song back in the synagogue when I was a kid. The great Irving Berlin's White Christmas.
I disagree.
Great song for a drummer. The Little Drummer Boy. All right, X gets the square. We get a break. We'll be right back with Hollywood Squares from New York City. Right after this.
Remember, no more than 9 people allowed in the Hollywood Squares at one time. Welcome to New York!
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
All righty. Here in New York City, our first $1,000 game still underway. And Janine, it's your turn.
I'll take Al Roker for the block, please.
Al Roker from the Today Show. It may be a good idea to check the weather forecast because the survey says women are 4 times as likely to do this on rainy days than sunny days. Do what?
Well, dump their man.
I'll disagree.
Au contraire, initiate sex. Circle gets the block. All right, Tarek.
I'll take Meredith Viera for the win.
Meredith Viera for the win. All right, from The View. Welcome, Meredith. Good to have you here.
Thank you. You know, Whoopi said she likes the fireman's ladders.
Yeah.
I prefer the hose, I must say, but that's just me.
Meredith,
Yeah?
Time magazine claims this ancient wonder is the longest man-made structure in the world and is visible from space. What is it?
I know what this is. I remember the astronaut talking about it. It is the Great Wall of China, trust me.
I agree.
No, it's a fireman's hose. What? The Great Wall of China, yes, X gets the square and the win for $1,000. We got another $1,000 game. This one has a secret square. You could win this.
It's a trip to Mexico. You and a guest will enjoy 7 wonderful days at the lush, all-inclusive Allegro Resort in Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Courtesy of OneTravel.com. Go to OneTravel.com and save up to 70% on your next trip. This getaway is worth $5,000.
All right. Let's show you folks at home who the secret square is. Now you know. Tarek, you won the first game. You get to start.
I'll start with Whoopi, please.
All right, what's there? Whoopi, after over 17 years in the same place, what New York staple finally came to an end in September?
Shawanda's massage parlor. I was at the closing ceremonies. It was beautiful. So many people we hadn't seen in so long. Not standing up, anyway. What came to, you know, I can't even get out of that one. Now and always, now and forever, cats.
I agree.
Cats, yes, X gets the square. All right, Janine.
Richard Belzer, please.
Richard Belzer from Law & Order Special Victims Unit tonight on NBC. Welcome back, Richard. A recent study found that here in New York, you'd have to pay $864,000 for the average what?
Parking space? I think it's probably $864,000 for a billboard in Times Square.
I'll agree.
The average apartment up 42% from last year. X gets the square. Tarek, a break for you. We'll give you a chance to say that name again when we come back right after this from New York City.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.